Chapter 4: Ecosystem and Communities. Climate. Weather and climate both involve variations in temperature, precipitation, and other environmental factors. Weather is the day-to-day conditions on Earth's atmosphere. Climate refers to the average conditions over long periods, and a region climate is the year-by-year patterns of temperature and precipitation. The factors that affect the climate are the solar energy trapped in the biosphere and the greenhouse effect, the latitude, and the transport of heat by winds and ocean currents. The niche and community interactions. Organisms occupy different places in part because each species has a range of conditions under which it can grow and reproduce. Competition occurs when an organism attempts to use the same limited ecological resource in the same place at the same time. Competition can occur both among members of the same species and between members of different species. Predation, herbivory, and keystone species. There are three types of relationship. The first one is the predator-prey relationship. That is an interaction in which one animal captures and feeds on another animal. The second interaction is the herbivory-plant relationship. That is an interaction in which one animal can feed on producers such as plants. It's called herbivory. And the last one is keystone species that can cause a dramatic change in the structure of a community. The symbiosis is any relationship in which two species live closely together. There are the successions. Ecosystems change over time and especially after disturbances as some species die out and new species move in. The climate communities. Ecologists used to think that succession is in a given area always proceeds through the same stages to produce a specific and stable climate community. Biomes. Biomes are described in terms of abiotic factors like climate and soil type, and biotic factors like plants and animal life. The first biome is tropical rainforests, are home to more species than all biomes combined, as the name suggests, get a lot of rain. The tropical dry forests grow in areas where rainy seasons alternate with dry seasons. Tropical grassland or savanna receives more seasonal rainfall than deserts but less than tropical dry forests. The deserts have less than 25 centimeters of precipitation annually, but otherwise barely, greatly depending on elevation and latitude. Another one is the temperate grassland that have been converted for agriculture because their soil is so rich in nutrients. Another one is the temperate woodland. In open woodlands are large areas of grasses and wildflowers. The temperate forests are mostly made of deciduous and evergreen coniferous trees. The northwestern coniferous forest includes a variety of conifers from giant redwoods to spruce, firs, and hemlock along with its flowering trees. The boreal forest is the dense forest of coniferous evergreen along the northern edge of the temperature zone. The tundra is characterized by permafrost, a layer of permanently frozen subsoil. The aquatic ecosystem. Conditions underwater. Aquatic organisms are affected primarily by the water depth, temperature, flow, and amount of dissolved nutrients. The freshwater ecosystems can be divided in three main categories. The first one is river and streams. River, streams, creeks, and brooks often originated from underground water sources in mountains or hills. Lakes and ponds. The food webs in lakes and ponds often are based on a combination of plankton and attached algae and plants. Plankton is a general term that includes both phytoplankton and zooplankton. And finally, the freshwater wetlands. A wetland is an ecosystem in which water either converts to soil or it represents at near the surface for at least part of the year. The estuaries is a special kind of wetland formed where a river meets the sea. The marine ecosystems may typically occupy specific areas within the ocean. Ecologists typically divide the ocean into zones based on depth and distance from shore.